everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Redhead Boo here, back with video number 2 for today. And I didn't say this in the last video, but Happy New Year! So it's 2024 now, which is crazy. And I thought since 2023 was such a good year for me, like loads of stuff happened, I thought that I would do a top 10 things that I did in 2023 video where I have selected 10 different things that I got up to, and I've like ranked them from 10 to 1, which was like the best thing that happened to me this year. And I've selected a few photos from specific events, and obviously like I'll chat about each one and say why it got the place it did and like why I loved it so much. So yeah, I really hope you all enjoy this video, and without much further ado, let's get on with it. So in at number 10 we have the Vamps concert at Yorkshire Wildlife Park for the wildlife series of concerts that Yorkshire Wildlife Park did. I love the Vamps, if you can't tell. There they are. No, that's Union J. There are the Vamps. I have been a huge fan of the Vamps since 2013, I think, or 2012. 2013 I want to say. And every time I just have to go and see them live. And I remember when I saw that they were being announced as part of Yorkshire Wildlife Park's concerts, I knew I had to go, and I honestly had the best time. I went with Helen, my mum, and Helen's brother. We had such a good time. Like, the concert was amazing. The whole day was just so good. And I think the highlight for me from that day has got to be probably the set list and just getting to see the Vamps play somewhere a bit different, because I'm only ever used to seeing them in like theatres or like arenas or a stadium, and I just something quite magical about like an outdoor gig. Like, it's very summery, it's very cool, and I just love it. So I just think like it's such a good atmosphere, and I know a lot of people give it a stick for like having a zoo and then concerts, but I really like it, and I think it draws quite a few people in, because obviously people will travel specifically for them. So at the end of the day, the park are getting money, but they're also getting more visitors, so it's a bit of a win-win. So yeah, I am going to insert maybe a few photos from this event, and yeah, hope you enjoy. So in at number 9 we have a theatre show, and not just any theatre show, a show that when it got announced and the cast got announced and I knew I was going to London, and that me and Jade wanted to go and see a theatre show for her birthday, I knew that this was one on the list for me that I sort of had to see. And when we got tickets and we went, and oh my god, it blew me away. Like, it was so good, and it is currently on a UK tour, and not gonna lie, I am very tempted to go see it again because it blew me away. I am talking about The Wizard of Oz at the London Palladium, like one of the most esteemed, is that a word? I think it is, we'll go with it, like venues ever It's a venue that I have always wanted to go to, always. And when I found out that I had got tickets and I was going, I was so excited, and it didn't disappoint in any way, shape or form. The venue itself is stunning, like the outside of it, inside, like it's quite, I don't want to say small because it's not, like I don't know how to describe it, like it's sort of quite intimate. Yeah, I'd say it was intimate in comparison to like some of the London theatres and venues. So yeah. The cast were sensational. Like, getting to see one of my favourite comedians, Jason Manford, singing and acting was just amazing. So yeah, I loved it. I really did. And to top it all off, to like get to meet Jason Manford, like that for me was definitely the highlight. And of course, finally getting to meet Jade as well. Like, because we had so much planned that didn't happen. So, like, to finally get to meet her and just click straight away was really, really nice. And obviously, then to like do more stuff together, which was really good. So, yeah, and I definitely think if there is more going on at London Palladium, I'll keep my eye out and I'll probably go to more events because I have to. Like, I just have to go because it was such an iconic place, and I am going to insert photos again from Wizard of Oz and my amazing time in London. Okay, so in at number 8 we have another concert. Of course, it's me. I love going to concerts. And if you can't tell from the hoodie, I am a huge fan of JLS. I have been since 2011 was like my era. And when they announced they were going on tour, I knew I had to get tickets. And because the tour before the one they just did was the one where I was like right at the top, right at the back, I knew for this one I wanted VIP and I wanted floor seating. And to get the seats that we did was just incredible, because like the ones we got, we were literally third row from the front and so close to runway, and I was shocked. When we sat down in our seats, I didn't think we would be that close, and to literally have the boys gyrating in our faces in Only Making Love and So Many Girls was just iconic. It was incredible, and yeah, it just makes me more excited now for the summer tour this year. And I just loved this tour in particular. I did vlog it as well, so that's somewhere on my channel. If you want to check that out, please do. And yeah, it was just such an amazing concert. I had the best time with Emma. Like, Jade was meant to come but she got ill so she couldn't, so me and Emma went, and it was so lovely to see Emma again and have like the best time at a concert together, and it didn't disappoint in any way, shape or form. And yeah, I'm just going to insert photos here because you can see how much of a good concert it was. Okay, so in at number 7, we have Jack Whitehall's Settle Down tour. When I messaged my friend, when I saw that he was coming to Leeds, I was like, are you a fan of Jack Whitehall? And when she said yes, and she said she'd come see him with me, I was so happy. I was blown away. I was just like, I have to see him, because he's been a comedian that I've always wanted to see live, like for years and years and years. And I loved his Netflix shows. I'm excited for the new one he's got coming out. I'm excited to relive this tour with the tour video on Netflix, I think. And yeah, I'm just so excited for that. And he really did not disappoint. To be front row, to have jokes that I understood, to like everything about Jack I absolutely love. And the whole night was just full of laughter, fun, alcohol. It was just so good, and he lived up to expectations and then more. Like, he was just incredible, and definitely would go see him again if he ever toured again, because he's just like how he is on TV is how he is on stage. And that's what I love about some comedians, because some I feel aren't as funny live, but some are even funnier live. So, and I love live comedy, and I definitely think this year I have to go and try and see more comedians live, because it's so good. So hope you enjoy the photos from Jack Whitehall. Okay, so in at number 6, if you can't tell, is going to be Disney related, and it is Disney on Ice, but the show that I saw in March. Because don't get me wrong, I loved the one I saw in December. The 100 Years of Wonder was so good, and the Fantasia section, beautiful, and the Moana section and Toy Story. But sorry, my voice is like dying. But yeah, the one that I saw in March, where I dressed up as my favourite character, obviously Donald, and I got so many interactions from like Donald, obviously, but I also got like Goofy, Mickey, Minnie, Olaf, Elsa, Dopey, I want to say as well, and quite a few others, obviously. And I just have found that like Disney on Ice shows, they used to just, the characters wouldn't really interact with adults, and ever since, I want to say like 2019, they've interacted with a lot more adults than just the kids. And I think that's what I love about it. And there's just something so magical about Disney on Ice, and I love it. I try and go as often as I can, because it is just, as I said, it's great. It's not just for kids, it's for adults as well, because obviously you're never too old for Disney. And yeah, it just brings back the magic without having to go to the parks or go on a cruise. So it's a bit of a win-win all year round. And my interactions and love that I got off Donald was just the best. And yeah, so cute, and I'll never ever forget any of it. So I'm going to insert photos here. Okay, so in at number 5, and yes, we are in the top 5 already. Where has the time gone? So, in at number 5, we have, dare I say it, I think I do, my favourite comedian who has been on my bucket list to see live now for years. And when I say years, I don't just mean like 5 years or like, I don't know. I feel like he's been on my bucket list for like 10 years. And my friend had been to see him, I hadn't. And literally when he announced he was touring again and he was coming to Leeds Arena, I was like, I have to go. I have to go. We have to see him. And of course, I am talking about Michael McIntyre. He is just incredible. And when I say live, he is a million times better. That is not an exaggeration. Like, he is so energetic. And what I love about him is he doesn't just like stay in one part of the stage. Like, he just like runs around. He's very physical. He is just amazing and by far the best comedian I've ever seen live. And I just really wish I could see him again because he really did not disappoint. And I do wish you could have filmed parts of the show and taken photos because it was just insane and I really want to relive it. And hopefully he adds the tour to Netflix or something because, yeah, some of the jokes I have seen him do before on TV, but to hear them like live in front of your face was amazing. So yeah, definitely my favourite comedian I've ever seen live, and I hope you enjoy the photos. Okay, so in at number 4 we have one, yeah, my favourite festival from this year, last year. I still can't believe it's 2024, as you can see. I blame my cold. But yeah, this event, when I say was one of the most special days, I mean every single word. Like, it was incredible. Obviously, I'm talking about UK Pride, and I know I did Durham Pride, and that was amazing. It was, I'm not gonna lie. But there was just something special about UK Pride, with it being so close to my birthday, and obviously Jamie performing. Like, to get to see one of my favourite people so close to my birthday was just so special to me, and it will always be special. And like, all of the love and attention that I got from him, both on and off stage, was just, it just made the day a lot more memorable for me, and stuff that I will never ever forget. And just, yeah, like, it was so amazing, and I honestly had the best time. And just because like Weston-super-Mare is a seaside town I've always wanted to visit, and then thinking I never would get the chance, and then working out what other Pride to do that Jamie was doing, and seeing that one and seeing it so close to my birthday, I was like, that's it, decision made, I'm 100% going. And when he got announced, when the tickets went on sale, and I just knew I had to be there. And it didn't disappoint. Like, Jamie obviously smashed it. He always does. I mean, come on. He always does. And yeah, to just be so proud of him and be front row again was just incredible. And to like get to see Ollie, get to see Jamie and have more chats and catch ups, and yeah, it was just the best. And we'll never ever forget it for all of the amazing stuff that happened. So I will definitely insert some photos here from one of the best days. Okay, this is where it gets serious now, because we are down to the top 3 things or events that I did in 2023. Okay, in at number 3 we have, and I'm going to say it now, my favourite concert or tour from this year. Last year, not this year, last year. Oh, I'm never going to get used to this. Okay, and of course, it had to be Ollie Murs' Marry Me tour. I've said it, my favourite ever tour. I got to see it twice at Leeds Arena in March or April, I want to say, and then I got to see it when he brought it to Yorkshire Wildlife Park for the summer shows. And when I found out the tour, the set list would be exactly the same, I was so happy. And to finally get to hear my favourite song Ollie has ever done, I Hate You When You're Drunk live, and just do all the dance routines again. And I did manage to learn a few, just saying, because it's me. And it was just the best tour ever. And to then DM Ollie about how much I adored this tour, and he saw it and liked it, was just the icing on the top of the cake for me. And yeah, I won't ever forget the Marry Me tour, ever. Like, it was just the best. And I'm sure I will share photos with you now because I miss it a lot. Okay, so in at number 2 we have another theatre show, but my favourite type of theatre show, because we have pantomime. I have always loved pantomimes. Like, if I'm not in a very festive mood and I go to a pantomime before Christmas, it always just gets me in the mood. I don't know why, but it does. It's just what happens, and I love it. I'm here for it, and it just makes me happy because, like, pantomimes, you can just be silly, you can be like a big kid again. And like I said for Disney, I just don't think you're ever too old to go see a pantomime. Like, I'm 26, I went to a pantomime without kids. Like, it's great, great. And of course, my main reason for going to this pantomime in particular, travelling all the way to Luton, all the way, was of course to see my boy Jamie Hensley in the Grove Theatre's performance of Jack and the Beanstalk, and not only was he in it, he was the lead role. And when I found out that, I was just like, that's it, decision made, I'm going. And to have the disaster that happened on the 10th, which I'm not going to talk about because I will end up ranting and this will be a super long video, so I'm not going to do that. But to then have everything go the way I wanted it to on the Tuesday was just so lovely. And to get to catch up with Jamie so many times at stage door, like, he just makes me feel so comfortable that I can just tell him anything and he'll listen, and the other way around, of course. And to just like see him do something that I'd never seen him do before, and like for him to smash it, like I knew he was going to be good. I didn't know he could rap. I didn't know he could dance. I knew he could act because obviously I'd seen like clips before, but yeah, it was just incredible, and he honestly nailed it. And for him to sing a Disney song, which I was not expecting, that was a big shock, massive shock. Well, it wasn't too much of a big shock because he did let me know, I think, to prepare me, but yeah, it was just so nice. And obviously for Ollie to do my hair as well was just so special, and I just felt and looked fabulous. So yeah, it was an amazing time, and of course it had to be at number 2. So here are some photos, I hope you will enjoy them. Okay, so this is the moment of the video that you have all been waiting for, I hope. Yeah, I think it is. And in at number 1, the top spot, my favourite thing that I did last year, I nearly said this year but I stopped myself, is something I never thought would happen, ever, never, like, and I definitely think it's something that I'll always be proud of myself for, and I'll always be super grateful to everything that this person in particular did. And of course I am talking about working with Jamie Hensley. And if you're new to my channel or don't really know what happened at the start of last year, I signed up to be vocal coached, if that's a word, by Jamie, as he was offering like singing lessons and stuff for people who have experience, or people like me who don't really have experience but like needed a bit of help, needed a bit of guidance. And honestly, when I signed up, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what would happen. All I knew is that Jamie would help me out, and when I say he helped me out in so many more like ways than one, he really did. Like, my confidence just blossomed. I feel like within such a short period of time I felt more confident, not just with singing but like with talking to people, with getting to know new people as well. Like, it definitely helped me accomplish so many things. And I didn't think that I would upload covers onto YouTube, but I did. I uploaded Is it 4 or 3? I can't remember. I think it was 4 or 3. And I got so many amazing comments, and I just feel like that is down to Jamie, because I'm not gonna lie, like if a session went bad I would want to give up, but I am so glad that I never gave up. I kept on working and working and working, putting in times during the day where I'd have nothing to do and I'd just be singing, and I feel like that's definitely shaped me into who I am like now, because I am going to continue doing covers. I have got so many lined up for this year that I want to try and do, and yeah, like all of that is thanks to Jamie, like for taking time out just for me, and like all of the times that I saw him after that, it just felt so like personal. I felt a lot more comfortable around him. I feel a lot closer to Jamie, and I just owe so much to him, especially like throughout last year. And I know I've never really said this in person, so Jamie, if you're watching, just thank you, because you have literally helped me through so much, and I wouldn't be where I am now without your help, without your support, your messages, comments, just everything. Like, I am so grateful, and I always will be. And obviously all of the other moments and memories are incredible, and I showed photos, but I don't really have any photos of like our sessions or anything. But I'm gonna show like Durham Pride photos, because that was the first time we reunited after having sessions, and yeah, so hope you enjoy them. Okay everyone, that was my top 10 things that I did in 2023 video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long, but yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for being so supportive of me and what I do, because I do enjoy it. It does give me stuff to work on, and I couldn't be more grateful to all of the support, to all of the love, the comments, the messages I've received from people who've checked out my videos. And yeah, just thank you all once again, and stay tuned for all of the Disney content coming your way very soon, because it is going to be so exciting. This year is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to continue my journey on YouTube. And yeah, so do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, turn on the bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload. But for now, this is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye everyone, Happy New Year!